Hello. No? How's everybody doing? What's up? Forgot where I'm supposed to be going at this point. Okay. Turn her side out. King Edgar, this way, please. How'd I run so fast? Oh, he had moved. Bannon. This is the girl, the one to whom the Esper responded. Seems the Empire had complete control over her. Carrier pigeons have kept me informed. I also heard that she wiped out 50 Imperial soldiers in mere minute. Oh, that's not. What if it is, though? Hiding from the truth won't change it. Perhaps you've heard the story before. Once, when people were still pure and innocent, there was a box they were told never to open. But someone went and opened it anyway, and so unleashed all the evils we know today. He, Ride. N-V. Gur-Eid. Ur-Wrath. Lutani. I don't know why he said it that way. The only thing that remained in the box was a single ray of light. Oh. The power is a gift, not a curse. No matter what happens, you must remember that. You're this world's last ray of light, our final hope. Much like in Star Wars. I've grown weary with the hour. Allow me to rest for a while. Oh. Just a second. It's not true, and even if it was, I'm sure there are people who feel you're important to them. Those people could be counting on you. Slap. Excuse me. Knight's Code. Whoa. One more chest. What's in here? This is that bedroom. I'm running so fast. Yo, Dream, what's up? How's it going, buddy? How's it been? Meh. I apologize for the break for a couple of weeks. I started the new job, and it's just had me. It's had me busy, to say the least. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's you know, a little bit exhausting getting used to the new job, but it's a good job. I like it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You get a lot of downtime, and there's a decent bit of travel in it. So, you know, you spend like anywhere from half hour to like 2 hours in the car each day. So, you know, it's like, oh, I'm getting paid to just sit here. Which is great. What do we want to do with this scrap of paper? I'm going to leave it. The new job is essentially a customer advisor for Vetco. So like we do like mobile vaccination clinics. You know, running around different stores and like doing a pet vaccination. All I do basically is just check people in. Really, it's kind of receptionist type work to some extent. But then we like, you know, it's like 2 of us who are doing what I do, and then 1 person who assists the vet, and then the vet. And yeah, it's good stuff. I'm enjoying it, and it pays, well, it pays decent, but it's a lot of hours, so the per paycheck pay is really good. So what am I missing? Oh, that. Talk to this guy to go outside. Yes, I will become a ray of hope. You can call me Ray of Hope. That's my last hope. O-hope. Gauntlet. Okay. What do we get if we say no? if anything. He found that paper. We all know that the Gestalian Empire is using its Magitech power to wage war. The question is, where did they get that power? I had locked dig around for information. Oh yeah, Dream, did you see the announcements over the past few days? Have you been keeping up with that? We haven't got to talk about that yet. I have a lot I'm excited for. A whole lot. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna move my... Look at this. Got a little Lugia. Anyway. It's a little more than a paperweight, really, but... Which, like, game announcements, like Summer Games Fest stuff. All the trailers and such that have come out. Just good stuff. The Nintendo show was, like, wildly good. I was kind of surprised by how good the Nintendo show was. Yeah, Lugia, hold on. This guy. Here. Somebody in town made him and I bought him at a fair or something. Little 3D printed Lugia. He's like, what the fuck, bro? He hangs out on my desk. Yeah, for real. Like, Lugia is one of mine too. I think Lugia is the Pokemon that I have the most fond memory of with Pokemon. Partly because of the movie, the second movie, which was incredible. And then partly because of my experience catching one in Silver. When I caught that one in Silver, it was like a whole day. It took me like a big chunk of a day. And I remember at one point in the day, we went to my grandparents' house. And I was still playing on it the whole ride over and the whole time in there. And I was sitting there in the kitchen table and finally caught it. Because I think I had used my Master Ball on the dog. I had used my Master Ball on like an Entei or something. And so I just had to... What do you think about Cage Force? Oh, that was... Yeah. That was insane. I think that Nintendo show was incredible. I think it was easily the best Nintendo show we've ever had. For sure. Because, I mean, like, I didn't expect the Ocarina of Time remake to be a thing. I was kind of surprised that it was Ocarina. In that that's the one that they're remaking. Not in that, like, how the trailer, it was, like, very clear from, like, within the first few seconds that it was going to be Ocarina. But I was just like, really? This is the one you're remaking? I mean, I get it. It's the most popular. It's one of the most popular ones. And it's due for a remake, you know. We had the... like, 3DS one. But, like, man... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could remake just about any Zelda pre, like, Skyward Sword. And it'd be much deserved and much needed. But I'm excited for it, all the same. Ace Combat 8, one copy of Zero that comes as pre-order bonus. That's cool. Yeah, I think the realism art style is, like... I don't know. I want to see how it feels in game, you know? Because, like, just from that, like, have you seen videos of somebody? There's like a fan modder who has been making, well, maybe not mod, but anyway, they've been making an Ocarina remake in, like, Unreal Engine. Have you seen any of those videos? Because I'm like, if this is gonna look like that, I don't know. If it looks more like a Twilight Princess, that would be cool. You know? Or like even Skyward Sword, where it has, like, Skyward Sword had that, like, Skyward Sword was kind of halfway between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker in art style, where it's like kind of realistic, kind of cartoony. Maybe if it had that, something, you know, not quite, you know, like it doesn't need to be hyper real. Zelda's kind of, in my opinion, always worked best in that cartoony, like Wind Waker. The art style in Wind Waker, I think, is to me the epitome of what a Zelda should look like. Just to me, because I like that cartoony Zelda stuff. That's just me. I know some people prefer the realistic stuff. Yeah, the P6 teaser is very exciting. I was not surprised because I was like kind of like, yeah, Wind Waker was the really cartoony one on the GameCube. But like P6, I was like, I kind of expected this. I was not surprised by it being revealed or teased, just because it's about time. But I am excited nonetheless. Yeah, green as a color scheme is interesting, but I mean, we haven't had it yet, right? I don't know what the first two are, but we've had blue, yellow, and red. So, green, like, was a surprise, but at the same time, it's like, I get it. We wanted to do a different color. I don't know that it looks like it's the right color that it should be. But, you know. Yeah, it does look more grim. It looks like almost playing on horror tropes, potentially. You know? Are you ready for the first Ultros fight? Whole teaser was a drawn-out shot of a graveyard, yeah. So it's like, okay, we're getting either like a horror theme or, you know, maybe just death, themes with death. In general, maybe there's like going to be undead or something in it. I don't know. Be interesting to see for sure. Pray. Sure. Boom. Take the Kamehameha wave, bro. Our support of the alternate world is going to be in a cemetery, like we have to bury ourselves alive to enter. Ooh, maybe, yeah. Then what would be the persona, like, instead of ripping off a mask? Oh, shit. The find my notes. Where is he on? I think he's in the back row. He looks like he's in the back row. Yeah. What do you do in 4? Because I've not played 4 that much. I've not gotten that far in it. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. So Ben is, as always, kicking ass, taking names. Where's the TV world? Interix, I've never played it, but I might want to remake it. Oh, nice. I've got P4 Golden on Steam. I wonder what will be changed other than visuals in the remake. I'm like, do I even need to bother buying the remake, or am I good just to have Golden? All right. He is in the back row. Okay. Hopefully nothing. Pretty sure the OG version. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm like, because I don't know that I care enough to want to specifically play the remake when I already have, but have never really played Golden. Like I started a playthrough and then just didn't. I got like, I don't know, 3 hours in maybe. Hold on, let me check. How many hours do I have in P4G? I have 2.5 hours in P4. So, yeah. Left. What's on the Brave Exvius re-release? Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm really excited. I feel like, weirdly enough, I'm more excited about Resonance than, this is kind of weird to say, but I might be more excited for that than I am 7 Revival or whatever it's called. Revelation. I don't know. Because I never got to play Brave Exvius more than like a half an hour, I think. I tried it once, and like between the controls and the fact that the controls were on a phone screen, I didn't really have a good time controlling it, but I enjoyed, you know, the other stuff. And I've heard the story is great. Like, everyone who I've talked to who's played the whole thing on mobile said it was like one of the best Final Fantasy stories that they've done, which is really saying something. So I'm like, no, I really want to play that. I'm really excited. The 7, what the fuck? Revelation. There we go. Jesus Christ. Shits. 7 Revelation stuff was really cool, but like I'm still kind of processing it because it was a lot. It was a lot of information. It was a lot of visual, you know, input. So my brain is like, looking forward to it. Really liked the mobile version, but the gacha was brutal. Yeah, I never heard anything about the gacha system for that game. EA for Sephiroth had scheduling issues and is voiced by Travis Willingham. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was thinking his voice sounded a little different. Had Travis voiced him before? Or is he completely new to voicing Sephiroth? Why they added a job system? Because they probably just wanted like builds to feel more complex than ever, and like without adding in a job system, what are you gonna do for the materia system? He's completely new. Gotcha. Which one is best? I think this one. Yeah. Slurp, said Ultros. Eye drops. Eye drops. Am I out of eye drops? I'm out of eye drops. Motherfucker. So much George Newbern, though. Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the best for that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, as for the job system, like, I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I think it'll make builds feel like that extra step more complex and interesting. Because, I mean, like, you know, if they're going to give us materia loadouts, and, like, if you remember the original, you basically have materia loadouts and your gear, right? But your gear being like, hey, maybe you've got an accessory that does something cool. You know, makes Tifa always be at critical health, or no, not that one. What is it? The one where she does a fuck ton more damage while at critical health, right? And which I hope is something they put in this last game. Even if it's just for her. Just give me an item that is like, hey, if you're critical, do like crazy ridiculous damage. But anyway, let's just make things more restrictive. I don't think it'll be like that. I think you'll always... I think it's a separate system. That's my theory. Is that your materia is not going to be dependent on what your job system or what your job is. Because the way the job system is looking is that it's going to be more like the dress sphere and stuff like that, where it's like it's clothing coded. So it's like, okay, well, while you're wearing the Black Mage, you know, job set, you're gonna do more damage with your black magic, right? You're gonna do more damage with that stuff. Your stats are probably gonna change, right? Or maybe it, like, I doubt they'll go this in depth, but maybe it gives your like fighting style just, you know, a bit of a change. I don't know that's gonna be that in depth, but it could, you know, that's something that it could do. But it's at least gonna change your stats, I'm sure, right? Maybe you get different abilities that are not tied to materia that are to the job, right? You get like a job ability or something. But I would be really surprised if they tied your materia in any way to the job system. Or here's another alternative. It could be that you, like, if you have the Black Mage clothing on, you get black magic without having to wear the materia. So you get essentially kind of more freed up materia slots. That could be it. Because, let's face it, one of the biggest problems, at least in my opinion, one of the biggest problems with late game FF7 OG is that there's too goddamn many materia slots. And you're like, where do I gotta... And because that game doesn't have loadouts, and the same thing happened with Rebirth, where you're like, there's too many... there's too many damn... you know... slots for me to put something in, right? And again, no materia loadout system or anything like that can't save my loadout. Then you just spend 30 minutes tinkering with your materia trying to get it right. And again, that was the same in the OG. Yeah, there were master materias, which, like, but that's, you have to, you know, you have to get really, really end game for that stuff. That's like, and some of it's hidden, some of it's like you just got to do a lot of work for, right? But it's like end game in the sense that it's the way things work within this this section of the game, right? The section of the OG game that this revelation will be covering. So here's another thought. What if there are no master materias in Revelation, and that's part of what the job system does, the job clothing system? Like, what if that's what that does? Sort of, right? It's like, okay, well, here's the monk one. It's going to make me do a bunch of, it's going to make me do like 4 times punch or something, right? An equivalent to 4x punch or something like that, like whatever, right? And it's going to be getting you crazy stuff. Again, that's actually, now thinking about it, possibly what I think is most likely from like a game dev standpoint is just, um, yeah, is just like, oh, hey, job system gonna free up materia slots. You get all the cool stuff that a knight will get or whatever, right? But then you can like tweak it with your materia. You can give a knight like black magic, right? With materia. So maybe it'll feel like FF5, which would be great. If it feels like FF5 job system where you've got like your main job and then you've got like your extra ability that you can pull from anything. They're removing master materia in favor of the clothes. That would be silly because it'll always be limited somewhere. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But like, you have the thing that I'm keeping in mind is that some of the biggest changes, especially gameplay wise, between the original and these new games, it has been the materia, right? There's a lot of materia that's just not there. There's a lot of materia that either doesn't exist or was reworked into something else from the original to the remake trilogy. So it's like, how are you gonna give me this materia? How's it gonna translate into a 3D action fighting, like action, style, like combat style game, right? So, I don't know. I'm just thinking of like what ways they could kind of make the materia system work better in the type of game it is. So, and I don't necessarily think that they'll replace the master materia, but that idea of getting like abilities of a job that are normally tied to materia and having it without the materia would be nice. Again, you free up some materia slots. It's like if I have 8 slots and half of that's being used to make me be a black mage, right? Like I've got 3 different materia for different elements, possibly maybe 4, maybe more. We've got a materia to increase your MP. You've got a materia to all this other stuff. Like, I don't know. Have you gotten more time with Rebirth? Have you come back to it at all? I don't know how Knights of the Round gonna work the same way summons work in the remake, because the OG is a win button and yeah, Knights of the Round will be interesting for sure. I don't know. I almost wonder if they're gonna be like a story event and not a materia summon. Like they're gonna be a summon because of a story event, not an actual, but who knows. Or I also think that there's a high likelihood the Knights of the Round are going to be the equivalent of the Genji armor from Rebirth. Or not, is the Genji? Not Genji. Maybe it was Genji. The relics. I can't remember if they were called Genji pieces or not, but there's like relics you hunt down on the side quests. I need eye drops, bro. Gotta fight this guy. I was waiting for streamline progression to get added. Probably get around to it when I'm on vacation next week. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I hope you have a better time with it this time around. Or finishing up, you know, whatever. In whatever way you choose, if you start over or not. I hope you, either way, have a better time with it. But I will say, the reason why I bring that up is, in my experience, the end of Rebirth, like the big problem for me, not story spoilers or anything, just gameplay wise, was struggling. At least I struggled to. Am I in the wrong house? Struggled to feel like I could manage my materia properly into a build that I actually wanted, because it was a lot of like, oh, this character's what am I missing? I don't know what I missed. What was I saying? The materia was really hard to manage, is what I was saying. So the guy... I have to fight you again? I have to steal from you? It was just like, okay, well, why do I have a materia to increase my MP when a set of clothes, like the ones I just stole from this guy, is going to do that for me, right? I have a set of clothes that's going to give me MP plus 50% or whatever, right? Instead of that being... So I think the clothes will be like having extra purple materia, I think is what I'm saying. Right? The purple materia was like stat boosts and stuff. I want to pull up the video, not the item shop. I need this house right here. I want to pull up the part where they're showing that revelation, if you want to call it revival. Gameplay. I want to see... the clothing system. Okay.
Further augment.
Hold on. Probably just finished the current playthrough at Cosmo Canyon. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're like maybe over halfway through, or right at halfway through, depending on what part of Cosmo Canyon you're at. Biggest scare of the gameplay was the game taking away player agency during boss battles. The combat is really good until I'm forced to use a character that I have no interest in, thus no build for. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. For sure, yeah. Like, oh, now I have to use this character. I've been using a Cloud Aerith Yuffie team, which I think was what I mained. Like Cloud Aerith Yuffie or Cloud Aerith Tifa. I hardly ever used Barret in both games, actually. I just didn't really care as much for Barret's gameplay. Usually I just controlled him. If I was like forced to use Barret because of story, I would basically control somebody else and do his controls from the menu system instead of actively switching to him and playing him. But I agree, the combat is really good when it's, you know, when it's letting you do your thing. Okay, let me see here. I'm curious if we see any purple materia in this video. I see green and yellow and red and blue. So the red and blue those are the That's those abilities from your sword. Your weapons get those abilities still, just like in Rebirth. Which is good. Okay. Seeing, oh, there's purple. There's some, so maybe you can get still purple materia on top of it. My only thing with this is I don't actually see the stats changing when the gameplay has them changing jobs or changing bits. Right? The stats are not changing. Yeah, none of the stats actively changed in that video. That doesn't mean that's not going to happen in the game. But there's also no tooltip in this video for like what... The thing is, we just don't know what it's going to do. We just don't know how it's going to work yet at all. All we know is it's a job system, sort of. A clothes-based job system. A new Atelier game. That's cool. Okay. That fucking fight in Gongaga Reactor where it's Cloud Barrett and Kate Sith. Was the only one who had a build. Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Cloud Aerith Tifa is a really good team. And Yuffie. Like, Tifa and Yuffie I used interchangeably. Yuffie was really good. And then Aerith is like the star of the game. Gameplay-wise, combat. It's really fucking good. Which guy? Oh, that guy. Jesus Christ. It's a good thing I've got notes on this section of the game, so I don't remember any of this. Also not looking forward to cases box throwing at all. Yeah. Let's hope we don't have to do that again. What do you mean I couldn't steal? That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm Locke. Stole a potion. And his clothes, too. There we go. I forgot all about this. Dude, I really did. Holy shit. When do we get to the opera? When can I go to the opera house? Grand Ole Opry. Now where do I go? What do you think you're doing? Okay. Cool. Jesus. Remember, none of this. Get out of my way. I'm green, can't you see? I don't know what that means in this context other than that I'm possibly a different rank than these guys. My god. Yeah, I hope they don't have any more case of box throwing. Like, leave me alone with that. It was rough. Like, at least make it better. If you're gonna do it at all. Make it, like, not suck. I have to talk to the old man again. I have no memory of any of this. No, this way. Hello, please. This old man? Go downstairs. It's, I forget. Okay. Cool, man. Running too fast. And also too furious. Oh, boy, I'm exhausted. What have I done? I don't know, what have you done? Oh. Hope this is where I'm supposed to go. Remove disguise. Yes. No, I've seen her before. What happens to the traitors? Magitech knife forged by the Empire and tempered in battle. None have ever truly known the woman beneath the general's guise. Celeste. Yes. Yes, I will use the name Celeste. Thank you. So the mighty Celeste has fallen. Ha ha ha. But as far as those who'd use their strength to oppress the weak. Quiet. Kefka's planning to poison every last man, woman, and child in the kingdom of Doma. Shut up. Harumph. Run that mouth of yours while you still can. Your executions tomorrow. That's how exhausted I am. I'm starting to replace words with the word of exhaustion. A close eye on her. Yes, sir. I can stand guard for days without sleep. I can't. And then she fell over. Oh, it's a good thing Locke can get up that high. I'm starting to remember this part of the game. Ugh, also very tired. Like that guy. You are. Name's Locke. I'm with the returners. You're a returner? Or at least I was, General Celeste. Now I'm nothing but a traitor. Well, let's get going. You take me with you? No, I can barely walk. I'd never make it out of here. I forgot that Celeste was a general. Not gonna lie, I forgot about that. I'll protect you. Soldier might have something on him that could help us get out of here. Oh yeah. Rip. Take it. Stealing is wrong. More Subin. Uh-huh. Well, sorry, bro. What does that gauntlet do? Defense +5, okay. I'm gonna be hold with both hands. Sure. I will resave. I don't have to do that again. Aha. Any other? No. See any other chests? What are we doing in this town? Oh, a lot more chests in this town. Okay. Never mind then. Aha. Oh, okay. Runic. I don't know what that's... Okay. I don't remember what that does. Yeah, sure. And it is warm in this room. Wish I knew what that did. Can I find out? No? Okay. Four more and 5 more items. FF6 Celeste Runic. What does it do? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Absorb is a magic spell with her sword and heals her MP. Once used, Runic will absorb the next spell, whether used by enemies or allies, ready to absorb it into another spell is cast. Or until she's given another command. Huh. I forgot all about that. Interesting. Oh, I'm not ready to go to there yet. Ow. I just want to go, man. Okay, what's the point of that? Go to this one first. Oh, a ribbon this early in the game. Okay. Okay. Remind me a lot of someone. No matter anyway, I'm helping you because I want to. And for no other reason. No other reason at all whatsoever. We're just good to leave now? I guess we're good there. Hey, man. I'm gonna Goldilocks in this bed here. It's just right. What? Oh, this is my cults. I need... not that. Maybe this is what I need. Hello. It's upstairs. There's a turtle in that water. I want to befriend the turtle. Thunder Rod. He's coming through the wall. This big drill thing. Sort of. Okay. Where, Nick? Gonna keep that going. Right. Fantastic. I'm gonna save. Because I am very warm and very tired. Oh yeah, also Mog. I love the fucking profile picture for Mog. Sorry for such a short stream, but I am very tired. And it is like 100 degrees in my room. Not that, it's not that hot. I've got this fan behind me, but the heat of the room is baking me to some degree. And I suspect it's mostly because my computer's on. So, but yeah, I will come back to this soon. Again, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to get a stream in again either tomorrow or like, I don't know, one of my days next week where I don't work for as long. Weekends are kind of gone now, unfortunately, because I work really long shifts on the weekend. Like they're usually about 12-hour shifts. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you hanging out and chatting me up as always, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye, buddy.